Hello, I'm stood up for the intro to this video because I'm not going to be making it very long. So I am in the midst of going through all of my belongings. I have a very big pile of clothes on the floor over there to give the charity shop and a very empty wardrobe with I'm basically just keeping the things I love. And I got to do my makeup drawer, and I recently watched Anna's, as in used to be Viviana does makeup, now that Anna edit her makeup declutter, and I really enjoyed watching it, so I thought I'd film my makeup declutter. Also, I think it's going to help me be quite harsh because I find it quite hard to get rid of makeup. So I am going to go and get on to it. I have a big pile of makeup and I'm put it into sections. I'm going to go through it, explain what I'm keeping, why, etc, etc. Also, on a side note, I quite like this film standing up. I think it's quite cool, maybe I'll do it more often. So that's what's happening. On to the makeup, let's go! Right, so foundations and concealers. I have the L'Oreal Nude Cushion foundation. I use this sometimes, not that often, but I'm going to keep it because it does get used. The Rimmel 25-hour foundation, whatever it is, I've never been a big fan of this. I find it's too cakey for me, so that's going in the bin. The Kiko Universal Fit Hydrating Foundation. The shade's not quite right for me, and I was a bit disappointed with this product. I don't know, I just don't like how it looks on my skin. So that one's going straight in the bin. Nice Sheer Glow, that's staying. The L'Oreal True Match, I just realised this wasn't in my pile, but this is new, so I'm going to keep that and I'm going to put that in my current makeup bag to try. The NYX BB Cream is another one which was supposed to be in the pile and wasn't. I use this most days, so that is going in my current makeup collection. NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. I've had this for a while and there's not much left, but I might put it in my makeup bag because I think it's still good to use. Just get rid of the last drips and drabs. And this is my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I'm using that at the moment so that can go in my current makeup bag. And lastly, I've got two Rimmel Wake Me Up concealers. So I'm going to get rid of this one because it's pretty much empty, and this one is staying. So this is how the final foundation and concealer section is looking. So I've got two to go in my current makeup bag and two to go in my current makeup bag. These ones to go in my drawers for a later date. So now I've got my bronzer and blushes. I'm gonna do bronzers first. The L'Oreal Glam Bronze Cushion du Soleil, whatever it's called. This one, I haven't used this much. I'm still trying it out, so I'm going to keep it. I don't think I like it that much, so probably will get rid of it in the near future, but I don't think I've given it a fair chance, so that's going in my current makeup bag. My Soap & Glory Solar Powder. This is just a really good bronzer I think to have in my collection. Last bronzer is the Chanel one. I use this most days, so it's definitely not going, but I'm going to switch it for the L'Oreal one I think to try it out, and this can live in the drawers well. So on. This is Soap & Glory Love at First Blush. It's a really pretty pinky blush with a mix of colours, quite highlighty. I'm not sure if to keep this one or get rid of it, so I'm going to put that to a maybe pile. This cute little Elizabeth Arden Cream blush, and it's this one. I've had this for ages and I've never really used it, so I'm probably not going to start now, so that can go in the bin. I'm not even sure what this blush is, but it's some pink cream thing. Oh, I think it's that MUA one. I've had this for years. Clearly it's not very well used and it's just a bit manky, so that can go in the bin. The L'Oreal Blush Sculpt I use this most days, so that is staying. This pretty sparkly Clinique blush. I used to use this quite a lot, I haven't in a while, but I quite like it, so I think it's going to stay. These are the final blush and bronzers, and in my current makeup bag I'm going to take the L'Oreal bronze cushion, and I'm going to mix it up a bit and take the Clinique to go in my current makeup bag. The rest are going back in the drawers. Right, so powders and highlighters, I don't have so many. Let me tell you what they all are. I've got the Hope and Glory Glow All Out, which is a pink toned highlighter. I've got Becca Champagne Pop, which is a very shimmery pink toned highlighter. I've got the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, which is a shimmery, beautiful iridescent powder. That's in the shade Luminous Light. Right, so I am keeping these, the Bourjois Healthy Balance Powder, the Glow Up Super Glory Highlighter, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette in Luminous Light, and Becca Champagne Pop. But I'm going to mix around the ones in my current collection and the ones in my drawers. So these two are going in my current makeup bag, and these two are going in the drawers. Mascaras, I seem to have quite a few, and my issue is I can't remember what a lot of them are like. My go-to mascara is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I don't like the oil blend so much, so once that's run out I won't buy it again. It is too hard to get off. The original I like, and normally I like the extra black as well, so they are definitely staying. Right, now I'm going to go for the ones which I think probably just need chucking because I've had them a while. So Benefit They're Real, that is going to go. I quite like this. It's a good mascara, but I find it quite smudgy. It's going in there. The Lancome Hypnose one, I haven't used this in ages, but from what I remember it's quite smudgy. I'm going to get rid of it anyway because I've had it a long time. The MAC Full Slash Extension Extreme Black. I don't ever remember buying this or using this, but I think it's probably quite old and manky if that's the case. Yes, I'm gonna chuck that. The Collection Supersize, from what I remember this is pants, so it's going straight in the bin. These two little Clinique samples I feel like I've had quite a long time, so they probably had their day, so they're going in the bin. So the last three, which is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless, the Rimmel Scandalize Extreme, and the Maybelline Go Colossal Extreme. I don't really remember much about, I don't know if I've used them, so I'm going to put one of them in my current makeup bag alongside my trusty Maybelline in case I don't like it, and then I'm going to switch them in. If I like them I'll keep them, if I don't I'll get rid of them. Maybe I'll do a blog post in the future updating you on what I think of these. So yeah, shameless plug, check out my blog chloeharris.com, there may be a blog post on these three mascaras. So I'm going to go with I'll go with this one, the Lash Accelerator. That's going to go in my current makeup bag alongside the Maybelline Oil Blend, just because I want to finish that up. So these are the mascaras we've got left. These two are going in my current makeup bag. These three are going in the drawer. Brow stuff. Have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Brow in Auburn. I use that one most days. Maybelline Brow Drama. Had that quite a long time, so I feel like it's running out and it's a bit manky, so that's going in the bin. This brow gel from Ico, I got this in a magazine. I actually really like the product, but the shade's not quite right for me, so that's going in the bin. And my Benefit browsing, so I've had this for years. but I kind of like it and it's good to have, so I'm going to keep that. So brows are looking like this. Keeping those two. I need to get myself a new brow gel because I've just thrown them all out. I'm going to put this one in my makeup bag just because there's not much left, so I may as well use it. If I miss it after, I can buy one with the new packaging because they've got new packaging now. Not in my makeup drawer. Eyeliners. I have a bright blue liquid eyeliner from Barry. I have had this for bloody years. I think it's time to throw it up. Still a Stay All Day liner. This is my favourite one. That's 100% staying. Here's another black liner without any writing on it. I think this is another Still a Stay All Day one. I'm just gonna swatch it to see what it looks like. It hasn't dried up at all, so I'm keeping that one. But that's probably going to run out before the other one, so that can go in my current makeup bag. The Revlon Colour Stay liner. I just don't like this, so it's going in. Then the Maybelline Matte Precise Liner. I don't like this either and it's a bit dried out, so that's going in the bin. And I think this may be another Still a Stay All Day. Yep, I think it is. And that one's still okay too, so that could go in my collection. So liquid liner wise, I'm keeping pretty exactly the same one, because they're the best. The most new one will go in the drawer. I'm going to try and use up Forever toothpaste. 3 pencil liners. One is blue. It's Maybelline, it's bright blue, it needs sharpening, but I'm going to keep that because they're just handy to have if you want a bit fun, something to get funky. Brown, which is, I think is just handy to have. And a black, which I think I'll put in my everyday makeup bag. I might start trying out pencil liner. So this is what I'm keeping. So those are the liners I'm keeping, and in my everyday makeup bag I am taking one of these and the black pencil liner, and then those ones can go in the drawer. Right, here we have the primers and finishing sprays. As you can see, some of them are little samples. So I've got the NYX Proof It eyeshadow primer base thing. I use this quite a lot, so that's going in my current makeup bag. This is just a sample. This is the Illamasqua Radiant Veil Illuminating Primer. I've used up most of the sample, but I really like it, so I'm going to put it in my current makeup bag to use up the last little bit. I have the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base. I've not used this yet. There's only a little tiny sample, so I'm going to put that in my current makeup bag just to use it. I also have a small version of the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I've not used it much, so I'm going to put it in my drawer, and once I've used up these samples, that will be next in my makeup bag. I have the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. This I use as a base for my makeup when I go on nights out because it really makes everything last, so that's going in my drawer. Got the Too Faced Hangover primer. I use this quite a lot. I'm going to put that in my drawer for now until I've used up my little sample. Conditioning sprays, I have this one. I'm not sure how you pronounce the name. Diego Dalla Palma Makeup Fixer. I'm not that keen on this. I find it feels quite hairspray on the face, but it does really work and it does the job well. So I'm going to put it to the side and see if any of my friends want it. And then I have the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray, which I love. I'm going to buy the matte finish version of this one as well. So there's no point in me keeping the other fixing spray when I've got one I love. So this is everything I'm keeping of the primers, and I'm going to put those into my current makeup bag, and these are going in my makeup drawer. Now onto the eyeshadows. This is where I'm going to find it a bit harder to narrow down because I'm a bit of an eyeshadow obsessive. Here are my single eyeshadows. So these ones are all the Barry glittery eyeshadows, and I don't really use any of these. I'm going to keep this one. It's like a golden one because I wear a lot of gold eyeshadow, so that one's staying. The rest I'm going to put in a pile to giveaway. Single eyeshadow from Kiko in the shade Infinity. I use that occasionally so that it's staying. This Rimmel eyeshadow I just don't use, so that's going. These are the Colour Tattoo by, is it Maybelline? Yeah, Maybelline Colour Tattoo. So I've got the gold one there and the bronze one there. I like them both, so they are both staying. This one is going to go in my everyday makeup bag. I think I've heard Ingrid Nilsson talk about it recently, so I want to try it out a bit more. This is the Lancome eyeshadow. It's quite pretty, but I just didn't get any use out of it, so that's going. These two are both Kiko Cream eyeshadows. I've not really used the purple one, but I am in love with it, so I feel like I can't get rid of it yet. I need to get some use out of it. I like both of them. They could both stay. This is another Kiko one. It's a black glittery powder eyeshadow. I'm going to keep that and try to use it on this weekend on the night out. If I don't use it, I'll then get rid of it. But I don't have anything else like this in my collection, so I feel like it would be nice for a night out. My Stila, I love this. This is staying. It's also very messy, but yeah, that's staying. These are the single eyeshadows I've got left, and this one is going in my everyday makeup bag. The rest are going in the drawer. So this is my small eyeshadow palettes. So I have this is from the new Chanel Autumn collection. This is obviously staying. I love this palette. That's staying. I have this which snapped off a bigger palette. It's from Max Factor. It's really old and it's just time to get rid of it. So that's going in the bin. This palette from MUA is really pretty. The shades are all really glittery and pigmented, but I just didn't get any use out of it, so I'm going to give that one away. And I have the Tanya Burr Hollywood palette. I love this one mainly for that shade there, which is Bookworm, but yeah, that is staying. These two eyeshadow, small eyeshadow palettes which are staying, and they're both going to go in my drawer. Right, eyeshadow palettes, I'm breaking down into a few sections. So I got these MUA palettes, and honestly I didn't get any use out of any of them. It's I think it's Heaven and Earth. Yep, Heaven and Earth palette, and it's very well loved, but I've got so many similar shades from nicer brands now. This was one of my first eyeshadow palettes, that's why it's very well loved. But yeah, I don't really need any more, so that can go. This is a Dusk Till Dawn palette, and I'm tempted to keep it for this shade because I love this shade, but I feel like it's silly having the palette because none of that shades will ever get used. So I'm going to get rid of it, and maybe I'll buy a single eyeshadow like that at some point if I find I want one. This is the 12th Night palette, which was a Christmas limited edition. I got for 25p because that one was broken. I don't use it. I love the gold shade, and I love that gold shade. I've got so many similar gold shades, this is not really needed, so that's going as well. So here are some more Highstreet palettes. This is the Parent Advisory palette. This is by I Heart Makeup. I love that, I still got plenty of use out of that, so that's staying. I have this Kiko palette which I made up myself, and I have no idea why I chose any of these colours. I don't like any of them. I think they were on sale or something. Also, I think the palette's a bit pointless because it's so big and bulky, like it's too thick, so you can pop the colours out but keep the palette. I don't necessarily want the palette because it's so thick, I wouldn't be taking it anywhere with me anyway, so that's going. And this is a Sleek Eye Define palette. That one. I might keep that one if I have a festival or something, because I don't have any bright colours, so maybe I'll keep that as an emergency palette. Now I've got this one. This is the Curly Babel palette, and it's got highlighters and eyeshadows on it. That is staying, I love that. And I've got this Zoeva Warm Shimmer palette, and it's got a lot of colours, and I'll show you. It's got a lot of different shades in. I just don't use it, so I'm going to see if I can find it a better home, see if any of my friends want it. So the Naked palettes, the Naked one, I love it, everyone loves it, as you can see. I'm a big fan of Half Baked, so that is definitely staying. Naked 2, I also love this, not as much, I haven't had it quite so long, but I haven't used this in a while, so I might put this with my current makeup I'm currently using. Start using it a bit more. And then the Naked Smoky, which personally I'm not so keen on. I'm going to give this to my sister. And the last few eyeshadow palettes have the Too Faced Chocolate Bomb. My packaging's a bit squished and I dropped it and one of the shades came out, which is sad. But I love this palette, so that's staying. My Gwen Stefani Urban Decay. I love this palette, I use it loads, that's staying. And my Stila of All Autumn Love palette, this is a Christmas limited edition. I love this palette, that's staying. Face palettes, I have these two. Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, that's definitely staying, I use it loads. There's the Reva Sun Power palette, which I also use loads, so that's staying. So I've just been through everything besides lipsticks. I don't feel like I'm quite ready to get rid of lipstick. Got rid of all of that stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you soon. Bye!